Hello there, my fellow gamers. My name is Devlin, and today I have a game of headquarters on Hazard, which, if you didn't know already, which you probably do, most of you, at least if you have the map pack, and if you are a fan of World at War. Okay, maybe not all of you know. Hazard from the new map pack is a remake of the map Cliffside from World at War, and they changed it from like this really dreary, bleak-looking cliffside into this pretty luxurious looking golf course. And it was pretty cool, because normally when you go into a new map, when a map pack comes out, you have no idea what's going on, and everyone kind of like camps it out because they don't know who's coming from where and all that nonsense. But with this, since it was a remake but not an actual just like import, people kind of like, they knew they had their bearings a little more, but they didn't, they didn't feel ripped off for it being just an import of another map. So it kind of like played the best of both worlds in that sense, which was kind of neat. But I didn't even intend to talk about this map at all. That was not my intention, but I kind of veered into it, so I figured I would see it through to the end. Sorry it's been a while since my latest video. I've been kind of sick. On the weekend, I went downtown to have some drinks with an associate of mine. You may know him as Agarund, and just hit some bars and clubs and stuff like that. And my stomach felt like really sick the next day, and I thought maybe I had some bad street meat, so to speak. But it's kind of persisted a little longer than what a food poisoning duration would be. So I don't think it's that. I think maybe I just got like a bit of a bug or a stomach flu or something like that. I'm officially on the road to recovery. Nobody panic, although if you want to send me flowers or cards, I will graciously accept. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I just ate some rice with vegetables and I didn't throw up, so that's a good start. This commentary again is going to be about Modern Warfare 3, and I know I did one already, but as I'm sure you noticed, it was extremely brief. It was really quick, and I actually watched a video today on Machinima, or Machinima Respawn, I should say. It was actually the episode of Respawn, the weekly thing. And it was about Modern Warfare 2 versus Modern Warfare 3, because they're so similar and what their thoughts on that was. So I wanted to touch on that a little more in depth, but before I do, I also made a video a while ago, guys, where I was talking about the games I was excited about that were coming out in the near future. And in that video I had mentioned that Battlefield was coming out, but I in particular wasn't too excited about that. And a lot of people asked me why I didn't want to play Battlefield, and I guess probably assumed I'm a bit of a Modern Warfare fanboy. Like, if it's not Modern Warfare, I'm not interested in playing it, and that's not the case at all. To be honest with you, Battlefield looks like a tremendous game. I think it's going to be extremely successful. I think it's going to be really well, and I think it's going to be great. But here's the thing. I'm a bit of a diva, maybe. I don't know how you would describe it, but like, I don't like to spread myself too thin over a bunch of different games in the same genre, because I feel like it's gonna really like kind of drop my skill level in each one. Because if I go from one first-person shooter, a good example is when BioShock came out. I was really into playing Call of Duty Online, and then BioShock came out, and I played through that single player almost exclusively. And when I had finally gone back to Call of Duty after finishing BioShock, like, I was awful. Like, I was really bad. I had to go through the whole learning curve of getting used to the controls again, because I had gotten used to the feel of BioShock. And that's one thing that anybody who plays a lot of first-person shooters, I can't speak to game. Oh my god, I can't speak. Forgive me. I'm too far into the commentary to start over though, so just bear with me. Anyone who's a real fan of first-person shooters knows that every first-person shooter kind of has its own distinct feel, and once you get used to one and trying to switch back to the other, it can be a little bit difficult. And that's really why I stopped playing Halo Reach when Black Ops came out. I really enjoyed Halo Reach. I had a lot of fun playing that game before Black Ops, but I just didn't want to be going back and forth, because then I would be like kind of bad at both of them. Whereas I could just kind of exclusively play one and be really good at that one. Or kind of good. I'm always scared to say really good because it sounds so cocky, but whatever. So yeah, that's the big thing with Battlefield 3. Plus, guys, it's 30 frames per second, which I won't call it a bad thing because it's the industry standard, like 30 frames per second is normal, but I love the feeling of Call of Duty at 60 frames per second. And I think a lot of people really love the feeling of Call of Duty and they don't know why, and it just kind of feels right to them. And that's probably what it is, that extra 30 frames per second on top of sort of the industry standard, what most first-person shooter games play at, gives it this really smooth, comfortable feel, and it just feels way more responsive. And I think for people who love Call of Duty and might not really know why, that could definitely be a big factor. So anyway, in this video of Modern Warfare 2 versus Modern Warfare 3, I actually currently have the top comment in the comment section. So pimp status, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, so I'm pretty sure girls would want to sleep with me now because of that, and companies will give me the cars and sponsorships, and I don't know, good things are gonna happen because I'm top comment. It's kind of a big deal. I'm sure you guys know that. But basically what I had said was, I have this bitter feeling at the thoughts of purchasing Modern Warfare 3, because to me what it feels like is a patch that should have been released for Modern Warfare 2, because the game is so similar that, you know, what they're really telling us in you know, the advertisements and in the big events like COD XP is like, it's pretty much Modern Warfare 2, but it's very balanced, and you know, we fixed a lot of the problems, and explosives aren't going to be crazy and all that, and that's great. That's cool. That's awesome. Like, I loved Modern Warfare 2 for the first few months. It was really fun. But it's kind of like, you guys should have just released all these fixes in a patch like four months after the game released, when all these problems came to light and started to surface. And now I feel like I'm paying for a full title and paying full retail price for a patch for a game, and that's what I'm not really crazy about. Although I'm excited at the prospect of playing a game like Modern Warfare 2 that is more refined and more perfected. It's just, when it comes to the money aspect of it, I'm not a rich man. Like, when I buy a game, I kind of gotta, like, I gotta be sure that I'm into that game and I really want it because I don't pick up a lot of titles. So it just kind of leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. It's like, well, if I buy Modern Warfare 3, that's another game I can't buy, and it's almost like I'm repurchasing a game that I already own that could have been fixed and patched up. So that's really where I'm kind of feeling a little bit of resentment toward them. And to me, it kind of feels like a money grab, even though we all know Activision is infamous for being pretty money hungry. Shouldn't come as a surprise, I suppose. But I'll be honest, like, I'm probably still gonna buy it, because the way I look at it is, I'm gonna play it and I guaranteed I'll have fun with it for 3 or 4 months, guaranteed. You know, problems might start to surface again and you know, come bubble up, but there will be a solid amount of time when that game first comes out where I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing with it. And to me, 3 or 4 months of fun playing a game plus a campaign is worth the full title price, and that's what is going to swing my decision when it comes to purchasing that game. Others may feel differently. They may not feel that it's worth it for that. I don't know what your sort of credentials required from a game are to make a purchase, but for me, you know, 3 or 4 months of good solid fun is enough for me to go for a game. So yeah, that would be my thought. You know, you see a lot of videos are coming out now about Modern Warfare 3, about Battlefield 3. Like, don't hate on the game. Just, you know, look at the pros, look at the cons, you know, and come to a personal decision. You have to decide if for you it's in your best interest to get the game. If you like Battlefield more than Modern Warfare 3, then buy Battlefield and play Battlefield. If you love Modern Warfare 3 and you despise Battlefield, then just play Modern Warfare 3. There's way too much hate on the internet as it is, and when you have these huge titles competing for each other, our community just kind of gets, like, I don't know, a little bit reminiscent of the rabid, crazy-ass dogs that are running around this map right now. People get mean and vicious, and there's arguments erupting all over the place, and there's no need for it. I mean, they're video games, guys. We play them to have fun. Who cares what somebody else likes, you know? If somebody likes this game, that has no effect on you. Just play your game. Be happy. You know, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So that's my 2 cents on the subject. Another thing I was going to mention, but I kind of forgot, was if you look at the Treyarch side of things, the difference between World at War and Black Ops was like pretty huge, and you can tell they really made an effort to not so much change things, because change isn't necessarily always the best way to go, but to improve on a lot of stuff, like fundamentals included. And I don't think a lot of the fundamental things have changed in Modern Warfare, from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 3. And I don't know, does that make sense to you guys? I don't know. It made sense in my head for like 3 seconds, and then I said it and I wasn't sure if it made sense, so I'll just hope for the best. So that's it. That's my little rant. That'll probably be my last Modern Warfare 3 talk about video. And thank you so much for watching, so much for listening, and remember, don't hate, appreciate. That was dumb.